The reason that I feel this interview will be different from what they're expecting is because I am going to be an open book.
You didn't own up to the fact that people were making fun of you, then you're just a joke.
So you feel that your reaction to the "this is how you don't play" is what really parlayed your fans into becoming detractors?
And the video was called "This is how you don't play Metal Gear Solid 2."
Your fan base turned on you because of what a video that somebody else did? That doesn't make sense, Phil.
And again, I want to make something very clear here. I am not trying to put myself out as a victim. Trolling activities, false copyright strikes, it kicked my channel out of the algorithm. My trolls took the King of Hate mantra and they got me kicked out of the Twitch partner program because hate speech or hateful slurs or something like that. I can't even remember what they say. I'm sorry that I have to bring this up, but I talked with my wife about it. I want to get this out in the open. Did you ever find the restraining order that she had against her ex?
Goodbye.
Fatality.
Come on, you got like...
You know I had to do it. I had to bring it on. The day that Darkside Phil appeared on your show, Side Scrollers, was probably one of the most momentous things that you'll always remember. But for me, it was Thursday.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a bison cap.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
Look,
exactly what it is. You've seen this in pictures, right? And people say, it's a Nazi cap.
Okay.
No, it's an M. Bison replica hat. The two best outcomes is that either those guys either believe me or they just don't care. Correct?
How dare you fucking bitch about it? Own it, all right? I'm sick of it. Stop being a fucking victim and own your shit. Like, I got people all around the globe trying to support me, and it's like, I will never look at them like a dollar sign. I've met people that do that, and I have zero respect for it. There's many people in this circle that do that, and it's like, man, as soon as you do that, the audience knows. They can feel it.
Hello, everyone. Phil here, doing something that I didn't want to do, something that I didn't plan on doing whatsoever. I just want to get back to normality around here, but I'm not allowed to. So it's all right. Tonight, I basically am going to do something. I'm going to put an end to a lot of stuff tonight, for once and for all, because basically I find myself in a situation that, I'll be honest with you, I'm not surprised I'm in this situation, but at the very same time, I'm disappointed, for sure. But let's just say that this was not a shocker, nor is this something that has taken me by, oh my God, I can't believe it, nor was it not something that I had already planned.
Like, do you hear yourself right now?
Indeed I do, because I pretty much knew what was going on all along. But let us begin, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, today is Friday, March 17th, 2023. Moist Critical had said in one of his videos that he felt like I was one of the biggest e-beggars in all of this, and it pissed me off. He says, I like Critical, do you think he should have acted with better judgment when he spoke about you? No. I don't actually think that he was being negative towards me at all. I don't want to be known like that. So I said I would change my style, my content, and everything. I would try to do it less, right? And at that point, I said, if people want to really talk shit about me, why won't they interview me? Why won't someone interview me? I want someone to interview me. By the way, you guys have been great. You've been great interviewers. You've been completely fair with me. You've given me, thank you. You guys have been the fairest shake I've ever gotten on the internet right now. Just give me a fair shake to talk to me. And if we have a fair conversation, at least I can tell you my side of the story. Yesterday, I appeared on a podcast called Side Scrollers. It was a 5-hour interview. When Stuttering Craig emailed me in February, that is not what he offered me. He didn't say, hey, let's do an interview. He said, let's have you as a guest on our show. And to that, I said, yes, let's do it. After he announced publicly that I was going to be on the show on March 1st, which I advised him not to, I outright told him, don't do this. This will not be good because I just want to be a guest on your show. But he did it anyway. Don't know why. He went against my advice. When he did it, the internet blew up. Oh my God, Phil's going to be on a show? Phil never goes on a show. I can't believe Phil's on a show. So what happens is all of my detractors, so they all reach out to him. He entertains it all, basically. He's like, whoa, I'm so blindsided. I didn't expect that this was going to happen when I invited Darkside Phil onto the show, right? That's what I warned him about, but he didn't listen to me. He didn't actually take it seriously. Are now interested all of a sudden in my show, and they're basically telling me you absolutely must grill Phil. So he says, I want you on as an interview instead. We have to basically have you on as an interview. Why won't someone interview me? I want someone to interview me because I don't see how we could just have you on as a standard guest with all the hate against you on the internet. And I agreed to it. I'm like, yeah, I'm down for this because this is exactly what I wanted to do, months ago. And I actually felt that these guys would be a good neutral party to actually do the interview because I don't think they had any vested interest in either making me look bad or good. I was wrong. Okay, that's the problem, is I was wrong. I'll be honest with you, I'm not surprised I'm in this situation. I didn't understand until basically I found out exactly what was going on, which I have now. But they did have vested interest. It sucks that they did, because I didn't know that they did, okay? Because I pretty much knew what was going on all along. But and I said, you can ask me absolutely, positively anything.
So, like,
well, I'm not going to tell you any account name, anything, okay? Oh, no, hold on. I told you I'm not even doing anything with my phone or anything on the stream. Anything. I don't care what it is. Just ask it. You got to understand there's liability here. And that way I can answer it. And we actually have a place where I've answered all these hard questions.
If you do part 2, you have to ask about the business expenses, because all he did was dance around the question and he never answered the question. Yes, we went back to that 3 times, never got a straight answer.
So here I am. But essentially, that's what I thought it was kind of going to be. But that's not what it turned out, because I pretty much knew what was going on all along. But so yeah, so that was where it was left. The detractors were there, and every time that basically they were asking a prying question or twisting a little more, there was more contributions coming in. Okay, that's what I've been told. I felt that it was a fair interview, because even though I'll admit, I think that Adam, who's one of the co-hosts, it was Adam and Craig that were interviewing me. I think that Adam was basically kind of very, very critical and or didn't believe me.
Phil, I hope I wasn't too brutal with you, man. I'm just an honest, straight shooter. So
you guys, I have zero issue with how that went. Zero.
Right,
I knew
cool.
that was how it was going to go. I can tell you right now, I don't think Adam believed me at all. I think he thinks that I lied about everything I said out of my mouth. It kind of seemed that way, didn't it?
I'm brutally honest, but I was also trying to help you. So I hope you see that.
Absolutely. Craig seemed more neutral.
He's lying.
He's a pathological liar.
Right.
It's
Right.
very clearly lying.
Stop lying.
And that's where everyone thinks it ended. Okay.
Super chats have been amazing. I want to let you know that we will definitely take a look at them.
Now, actually, that's not the case. As you really harped on certain things, like the WWE Champions thing, the $5,000 expenses thing, which I still don't understand.
Can you itemize that for me?
Hold on. Because we really didn't fully explain it. We can talk about that tonight. But anyway, that if I sent the screenshot of my actual account, now I explained to them, no, I'm not willing to do that right now live. Okay? And there's various reasons for that, as I tried to explain. But Craig said this specifically to me. How can you dispute all this when they say it's tied to your phone number? Oh, it's tied to a phone number. Well, can you fucking prove that?
Exhibit D, the Line app. His WWE Champions faction recently required a third-party app which uses two-step phone verification. Nobody but DSP could have registered with this app.
Don't question what they're saying. Question me, right? That was exactly how I expected the interview to go. I'm disappointed, for sure. Overnight, nothing happens. In the morning, apparently they turn on their show. Now, here's where
the bullshit starts.
They had advertised all week long that on Friday we're going to do a decompression stream from the Dark Side Phil interview.
Super chats have been amazing. I want to let you know that we will definitely take a look at them.
Is that what they did today on their podcast? Dark Side Phil Aftermath Side Scroller podcast. So what they had said they were doing all week, what I was under the impression they were doing all week,
I want to let you know that we will definitely take a look at them.
They decided not to do. All right, they decided to do something completely and utterly different this morning. And every super chat is something nasty. And they read it, and they all collectively laugh at it. Ha ha ha, that's funny. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Let's laugh at Phil because he's not here. Ha 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 ha. They didn't do that when I was on the show.
It's like, bro, and I said this to him, you sound like an abusive ex-boyfriend who's trying to convince his girl to come back. It's like, it's not going to happen, dog.
They waited till I wasn't. That's funny, isn't it? Very funny. Ha ha ha. Right? So what did they decide to do the next day when I'm not there? Which is not the agreement we had.
And all your super chats have been amazing. I want to let you know that we will definitely take a look at them.
They do the DSP Pylon show, where we're just going to sit there and we're going to take a big dump on him because he's not here to actually respond to any of it.
We didn't read super chats yesterday, and I feel like it would have gone a lot worse because I'm sure there were people that wanted us to like read their super chats to him and see his reaction.
Yes.
So and apologies for not reading them, but I think you all kind of understand.
And it became a 2.5-hour clown show to read it, laugh at me. I mean, even though we promised Phil a completely fair shake on the interview, we didn't promise him we wouldn't destroy him the next day when he's definitely not there and not knowing we're going to do it. right?
And all your super chats have been amazing. I want to let you know that we will definitely take a look at them.
It's being completely two-faced. It's completely unfair. If you're going to have another entire show about Darkside Phil, you should let Darkside Phil actually respond to your stuff. Not, oh, guess what? We had a whole show, and then after that, the beat-up show. The pummel Darkside Phil show when he's not here.
Didn't you start your career on like drama and hate?
But not against people. I will say this, I never.
The Street Fighter community, like that's who you said you were targeting.
Oh, okay, that's different.
How's that different?
No, it's different because I've changed now.
I'm sorry, you sound like the abusive ex-boyfriend. I've changed now. Don't worry about it.
I will say this, I never, absolutely, there was online harassment that happened. I would never do that for personal gain. Play me first to 10. It'll be one of the most streamed events ever in Street Fighter 6. People will be super fucking hyped for it. Let's do it.
You either play me or you're my bitch forever.
So what's it gonna be? Anymore, ever again? And I'm changing for the better, which they laughed at during the show yesterday, by the way. Adam was laughing about change and everything. Ha ha ha, right?
Have you reached out to anybody that you feel that you wronged?
People from back then, I would have absolutely no idea how to contact.
I want to know who's so hard to get a hold of.
Shady K, I don't even know if he's even around anymore.
I mean, in the early 2000s, I destroyed this guy for no reason, no good reason. I don't, I latched on to people because look, the more I make fun of this guy or the more I try to attack these people, I get over, right? And it caused so much drama. we almost fought at Evo. It's so stupid. Now I look at it, I'm like, boy, I was dumb. What kind of dumb shit was I? I thought I was a pro wrestler. I thought, oh man, talk shit. You're gonna have big rivalries at
fighting game championship. It's the dumbest shit.
Right. So
is this long Tran?
I don't know. You tell me, because that's the thing. Like these people are not hard to get a hold of, and his DMs are open. So like
yesterday on the podcast, Craig said something to me that resonated with me. He said, people who you've wronged, whether or not you really think saying sorry to them or making amends would ever change or do anything good for them, it's still worth it to reach out and do the right thing. I actually DM'd that person in the Street Fighter community who I used to bully. I apologized. Now, I know he doesn't care. I knew he wouldn't. But I apologized to him because I felt so bad. After Craig saying that to me on the show, I was like, he's right. So that's what I did. They felt the best thing to do with that show was to do a show to shit on me for 2.5 hours and make money on it. That's what they felt was the best thing they could possibly do out of a show like that. Someone giving them 5.5 hours of their time that normally I'd be working and making money. Instead, I'm on their show, giving them insane amounts of views and popularity, getting Keemstar to show up on their show, giving them a giant boost, making what? People, I actually heard the number, and I can't confirm if this is real or not. I heard they made $20,000 yesterday alone.
Maybe they made a few $1,000. Even then.
Apparently they made it. Why did they make it? Because Darkside Phil was on their show.
Do I really believe they made $20,000 in a day? No, I don't.
And they make a ton of money on it. It's completely unfair. Keep in mind, the last email I had to him was, man, I'm glad you guys made a lot of money. All right, maybe we'll do a 10-minute segment where we all talk about what we thought, and then we move on.
Super chats have been amazing. We will definitely take a look at them.
Now, immediately once it's over, now we beat him up. We're going to be nice and grateful. We won't beat him up the next day. Well, they did. They did a 2.5-hour beat-up Phil show today. Laughing. They all did the ack laugh together in unison.
Wait, you mean spending $40,000 on JPEGs as sweaty muscle men in a mobile game isn't a good use of money?
Which I don't do. Ack. Man, you guys, you really nailed the meme when you finally immortalized when I say ack on my streams. Because as you know, this is something I do all the time. It sounds just like me. Because it does. What in the hell is a piggy nose? What is that? A piggy nose? My laugh was a perfect ack. I did a perfect ack. I did. I missed it. If I did, capture it and send it to me. I certainly didn't hear that. I've literally never done an ack laugh. It's a detractor meme. You see? Like, that's funny.
Ack.
Oh, something that people say about me all the time that's terrible is funny. Right? Oh, it's hilarious. I don't even know where it comes from. It's just one of those memes, right? So anyway, I hear all this on my stream this morning, and I'm like, Craig is saying he's going to go on detractor shows now.
Hey, everybody. Guys, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Really? Craig, the guy who literally said, I'm going to be neutral about this, is going to be a fair interview. Now he's going to appear on detractor shows. I get an email from a fan. Here's what the email I get from a fan today. I might not be a big fan of yours, so here you go. This guy's even admitting he's not even a big fan.
I get an email from a fan.
They openly belittled and laughed at you all day long today. You're just a lolcow and a liar to them. Take this feedback as neutral.
You arrogant asshole.
That's an email I get during my first stream today. No, I didn't write that. It's from a fan. Well, I guess the person said I'm not even a big fan.
You stupid idiot.
My wife is pissed. She's very upset. She says, oh no, did you watch it? I said, no, I haven't seen it yet. He said, oh, I did. She was not happy. She's like, literally, it's a shooting gallery against you. Like, literally, it's just, they're just 100% reading every super chat.
Super chats have been amazing. We will definitely take a look at them.
And she only watched maybe 10, 15 minutes of it. She said she couldn't even continue. And they're laughing at you and they're making fun of you the entire show. And I was like, wow, that is shocking to me. This was not a shocker, nor was it not something that I had already planned. But there's a new update. I told you that I emailed Craig last night. Here's a response I got. The WWE mobile game, the bank stuff, it doesn't make sense. There's too much evidence saying it's yours, and your only evidence is you saying it's not. I'm going to address that in a second. Honestly, I'm disappointed. You have to help yourself. When you're ready to take that step, I'll gladly help you on your journey. You deserve to get to level 2. I know you can do it. What does that sound like to you? Does that sound like a neutral party? He went into the interview believing I was guilty. I got an honest question. How many of my fans have you talked to? There was no evidence they ever went out and actually gave me a fair shake. Ask me questions. I told you I can't show you the stuff. And a lot of the questions they asked me were completely unprofessional because they weren't prepared for the questions. Phil, tell us about the $5,000 of business expenses a month. I don't know. I never saw that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm referring to his initial bankruptcy filing.
For his business, $5,243 for his business.
You gotta wonder what the fuck $5,000 comes from. So what the fuck is he buying in his house to operate a live streaming thing out of? This $5,000.
Well, he breaking colored gems. All right.
So where are the $5,000 a month in business expenses?
I've already explained.
This seems like a sort of an attempt to back out of answering the very transparent question reviewing these files, which is that he has $5,000 a month in business expenses, which does not make any sense. I'm just asking you to explain your expenses.
Which we've done. So why are you asking again?
I do not see anywhere that adds up to $5,000 of expenses monthly.
And this question was never answered.
Ladies and gentlemen, never ever have I spent $5,000 on just video games in 1 month. That's insane. I don't know where that number comes from. No, I don't have $5,000 in business expenses every month. So I try to say, I don't know. Is it maybe the mortgage?
My guest is someone who's been around longer than Ang Lee's Hulk. It's Darkside Phil.
Oh, well, thanks for having me on. Well, back in the day, I lost my job at the helicopter factory.
Okay, let me stop you right there. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to outline $5,000 in monthly business expenses, or else I'm gonna tell everyone that you've committed perjury on your bankruptcy forms. Go.
What? Oh my god. Like video games and, subscription services and,
Okay, that adds up to about $500. Where's the rest going? You've got 10 seconds.
My mortgage and
not a business
cat
expense.
supplies
not a business
and
expense.
dinner with my
not
wife
a business
every
expense.
week. And,
not a business expense.
Is it, because I don't know, because my house is also where I work out of. Is it medical expenses? I don't know.
Not that I recall, no. I don't recall that.
Why would you ask me this question? That's a stupid question. So anyway, I actually did respond to him. I'm directly reacting to this. Watch if you like. I figured at least want to know what I have to say about it. And he says, okay, buddy, hope it's wildly successful. And I said, I appreciate that, but I'd just rather be playing games or chilling with my audience than wasting time on this.
Okay, then. That was always allowed.
But now my hands are tied. I got to do something, right? I have to address it. Twitchy says, oh, just play games then. As Adam said yesterday, you do you and fuck everyone else. Good luck. Yes, because you would like that. Because you would actually like for me to not say anything. And I answered every question, give you 5.5 hours of my time. Who else would have done a 5.5 hour interview for you? But who in their right mind would have done a 5.5 hour interview for you? Your actions directly today on your show and in this email prove you never did. You never had an intention of giving me a fair shake. A professional would have said the interview's done. Maybe we do a 5-10 minute decompress session today about it. We move on.
Show it again.
Super chats have been amazing. We will definitely take a look at them.
Nah, keep riding the money gravy train that we just got from all the detractors. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. You're making a lot of money, that's for sure. Congratulations. Right? I certainly haven't seen any benefit like that. Anonymous tipper, thank you for a $50 tip. I can't even do stuff normally. I'm so like all over the place today. Okay, thank you guys. Wow. Holy moly. Let's see here. More tips coming in. Wow, thank you guys. Wow. Here's another tip. Wow, you guys are being amazing. $20 from Swago Nito. Me? Yeah, fuck. I'm done. Cheater. Oh my god, what a fucking cheater. What a cocksucker. Fucking scrub. You think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself. Oh my god! This is dumb. He's doing these big slow swing attacks. I'm pressing it and... So now I gotta find some kind of a way. I did nothing wrong. If I just give up. It's obvious that it doesn't work right. You're just standing there. Literally, the only reason I can't win the fight is because he has a bullshit insta-kill ability. But instead, they gotta be fucking dickhead assholes. You know, hey, you be you. And again, with the hilarious stab here, we want to get you to level 2. You want to get me to level 2. You want me to be like you? You want me to stoop to your level. Why was Keemstar on the show yesterday?
Are you open to talking with him now?
I'm curious what he even wants to talk about.
So you're okay with him coming on to talk?
Why else do you think he's on the show? That guy is fucking reprehensible. Everyone knows it. Keem, you are a great businessman. Everyone knows that. You wish you could be him. I respect you immensely. Damn, I'm impressed. Everyone knows the guy has hurt far more people than he's ever helped.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Oh, I'm helping Wings and Boogie by paying them money to beat each other up in a boxing match. That's insane. You're out of your mind, right? Wrong! I said yesterday, meaningful content for my... what does that mean? Well, you know, when people tell me that when they came to my show, they actually felt relaxed. To them, that didn't even click, that I said that. Meaningful content. Yeah, meaningful. How do you not understand that we can aspire to be better?
Begging for money is never a good look for anyone.
The whole funny part, and I'll end it like this, and then if you want, we'll do some reacting to actually the show here. Did anyone, literally, did anyone on that show go into it with an actual thought in their mind that I was innocent? That's the question. Because if they did, I feel like it would have went a lot differently. I do. I feel like if you actually went into it saying, hey, Phil was innocent, or could be innocent, right? Then it would have been fine. That never happened. That he's saying, no, I never believed you. Like, it literally says that in the interview. There's so much evidence. Well, you saw the evidence, which it's not. It's circumstantial evidence. It's not factual proof. It's circumstantial evidence. You saw the evidence before the interview, so you already were convinced. You didn't see evidence after the interview. You saw it before. So you've already been convinced, and you had no intention of actually believing me. It's scummy. Oh, okay. So you didn't care to begin with. I mean, let's be honest. I will be completely 100% honest with you. And, you know, people will... I say that a lot. I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you. I also say I'm going to be transparent. These are mannerisms in my speech. When I say that, essentially what I'm trying to do is emphasize that what I'm about to tell you is a serious matter. It's not me joking. But some people over the years have misconstrued it as meaning other things. All it means when I say that is I'm about to tell you guys something really important. And it's meaningful to me, so please listen up. Yeah. Probably there was no integrity there. Huskers fan, you're already banned from DSP Gaming. Now you're banned from here. Congratulations. Real winner today. All right. Anyway. Yep, there's one. There we go. There's another. Yep, there you go. Wow, that's a huge super chat from Seraph. Says, I'm actually a long-time detractor. The two best outcomes is that either those guys either believe me or they just don't care. Correct? It is time. We'll do a little bit of reacting. I'm not going to do this all night. We'll skim through because their show's long as shit. Their show's like an hour and a half. Excuse me, 2.5 hours. I don't have 2.5 hours. I got like an hour. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of nonsense. So we'll skim through it, react a little bit to it. Well, I'm covering Adam's face and there's nothing I can do about that.
Game boxes, side scrollers.
Can I move my camera down here?
Oh shit. Is it finally gonna go sour?
Get to the actual part.
Side scrollers needs that.
Oh, there
money.
you go.
They really do.
Dark
Pay
Seed
the
to
bills,
flow.
The electric bill, the internet bill. All true. All true.
Does Darkseid actually have autism?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Not wrong at all. Not wrong. Look at this. Anatard, Lord of Derps. Says Adam should change his name to Giga Chad.
Because.
Okay.
I want to
highbrow
say Dragon
stuff.
Punch. Down
There we go.
Says, great job with the East Coast Italian style interview with the robust style questions and Keemstar style appearance.
Yeah, you know, shout out to Keem for jumping on, and honestly,
Shout out to Keem for jumping on in an interview he had absolutely nothing to do with.
Are you open to talking with him now?
I'm curious what he even wants to talk about.
so you're okay with him coming on to talk?
Why are they giving a shout out to Keemstar? Because Keemstar got them even more attention. When Keem showed up, all of a sudden even more people jumped on, and they want that notoriety now. They think, oh, you can say Keemstar was on our show. Keemstar was on the show because of me.
I want to actually address something real quick. Keem actually just tweeted. I'm going to read his tweet. DSP is lying in this live interview.
He's just dishonest.
Shout out to Keemstar.
You know, it was tense. Like, it was a tense interview. You know, I wasn't letting off the steam the whole time.
You want to know what the funny part is? It wasn't tense at all. Like for me, it was a normal day. I was on the show for so long. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning. 2 to prepare for that, which I almost never have. And I was like, oh my God, I can't even do stuff normally. I'm so like all over the place today. Like, seriously, didn't you hear at the end of the interview? I was like, let's keep going. You see how shell shocked I am here? I was like, let's just keep going. I'm fine. Sorry I didn't say anything. I'm being stupid because I'm kind of shell shocked after the show. For me, it was fine. I mean, maybe for them it was tense, right?
Justin Kimmon says habitual liars will often admit to part of their
Just listen to
accusations,
this.
but not the whole thing. In order to appear honest, Phil was doing that all day.
Yes, because the accusations that get thrown at me by detractors are partially true, and then they take a part of that and turn it into something that's not, and that's how they claim oh, don't you see that the evidence is that this part was true, so the whole statement must be true. No, half of it was true. For example, and I know people will say, well, this one's already been disproven. Of course, but it's a great example. The escort story. But again, they went into the interview 100% believing that everything was true. So of course they're going to think that I'm lying constantly, right?
Well, I think that's one of those things that we were talking about body language before the show.
Body language.
I'll be interested to kind of take a look to see how.
What's funny is someone just said you looked visibly distressed. You were rocking a bit. I literally rock every single day on my stream because, as you know, I'm uncomfortable if I sit still.
Yeah, except for having to sit next to that screaming autistic lady in the waiting room. I don't know what you want. I don't know how to help.
No, body language is a tell. Like, for example, you ask me a tough question, and immediately before I answer the question, I'm like going like this. Oh, oh, man. Oh, because I'm racking my brain for an answer. Did that ever happen? I mean, I don't think it did. Oh, why am I hesitant to talk about WWE champions? Oh, oh, man. Oh, because I'm racking my brain for an answer. Did that ever happen? I mean, I don't think it did. But, that would be body language. Not, because he was, possibly moving or whatever. I don't know.
The Wandering Travel Blog says, on a scale of 99% to 100%.
There you go. This is nothing. I just skipped this
are you
one.
that?
Because you're just joking about they don't believe that the account is not mine. right?
Yeah, sure, whatever. And like talk about his wife's restraining order, which he seemed very apprehensive at first to talk about. And then he said, he's like, fuck it, I'll talk about this. And then, but like, you're not going to just show your username on a...
He told me to do it. Wow, what a disingenuous asshole he's being right now. He's being a 100% disingenuous asshole because you guys didn't know what happened before the show. Before the show, we were talking about exactly, you know...
How the fuck should I know?
What'll be brought up. And they said, you know, what are things that you know...
Should I know?
...are off the table or whatever. And I was like, nothing.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And they were like, well, we're not going to bring up anything with your wife. And I was like, but why not? People talk shit about my wife.
Deploy special shield! And there's all these memes out there about me looking like a horse. It's not worth getting upset over. It's just funny now. Well, I think over the years, things have changed. Like, you know, I've learned to not care about what the troll... Like, I know there's trolls watching this, and I know there's trolls restreaming it, and I don't give a shit.
I can do what I want, bitch!
I just don't care. I don't care what people say. I know there's people that say, you know, oh, they say things like about my weight and stuff. Like, that's a big thing they've been saying. And you just gotta laugh at it.
They say horrible, horrible things about me and her.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo.
And that motherfucker right there said to me, then bring it up. He's like, you know, he's like, well, for example, what? And I told him the story. And he's like, well, then, you know what? Bring it up. His exact words were, bring it up because I hate shit like that. I hate to hear shit like that. And the truth should come out then. He said that to me before the show started. So now it's okay to talk about that, but why wouldn't you show something else? You told me to talk about it.
On a mobile app, or not even to the public world, to Craig, in a private email for him to be like, okay, it's not him, everyone. You know what I mean? Like,
and I already explained in this show why. And they said, what are things that are off the table or whatever? And I was like, nothing. Because just showing you any screen grab doesn't mean anything.
I don't know, man. It was fucking weird. And then he was saying like, I'm not addicted to this mobile game, but I was addicted to the previous mobile version of the game that people claim I'm addicted to.
No, not the previous version. That's not even the previous version. They're completely different games. Supercard and Champions are completely...
Who the hell cares?
But yeah, I mean, so I'm admitting to the actual thing I did wrong, which is where the whole meme came from. The meme of the WWE Champions thing came from the fact that there's documented evidence on the internet. I used to play WWE Supercard. I used to post up about it. Same thing with Dokkan Battle. I used to play it and post up about it, like on Twitter and shit. I would post up, look what I just got. Look, you know, look at this pull. So obviously that's 100% documented stuff. Yes, I did it. That's the truth. Why would, of course I'm going to admit to what I did. What do you think I'm going to do? What are you, stupid? I gave all those games up years ago. Like I said, definitively, I gave up mobile gaming when Kat was in with me.
And also this other game that I was addicted to, but I had a problem, but I beat that addiction and I'm good now. Like, it's fine. Like, come on, dude. Really?
What do you mean? What about it? What about it? Because people don't ever improve or change? Never. People never actually overcome problems in their life. That's apparently. Dude, I used to be 240 pounds. Now I'm just over 200. I overcame that problem in my life. I used to be a raging alcoholic where every night I used to drink myself into a stupor, right? And then I stopped doing that shit. Like, how are you going to tell me people don't change over time and get better? If you admit your faults from the past and you overcome them, that's something that should be applauded, not criticized or be, oh no one can ever improve. This is the same guy who on the show is laughing when I say, well, I'm changing now, I'm trying to be better. Ha 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 ha. No, it's not funny. You're an idiot. People do change for the better.
It's your username.
We greatly appreciate Phil coming on the show and being so open about things.
And then that should be it. We greatly appreciate it. All right, let's move on.
Again. Super chats have been amazing. We will definitely take a look at them.
Props for staying. Like, you got some major balls for like dealing with stern interviewers, because like we didn't go easy on
which is what I was there
yesterday.
for. And the reason I stayed is because I'm telling the truth. Do you think I mean, no, really. Okay, now we gotta be real. Hold on one fucking second here. If someone is guilty, why the fuck would they stick around for 5.5 hours? Are you crazy? Why would they even agree to the interview? Why would they do it? It doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's what I mean. Like that's why for so long, people said Phil would never do the interview, right? Never. He would never do it. And I said, fine, eventually I'm going to fucking do it because I had enough of this shit. I had people saying this about me constantly. I'm going to do it. So I sit for 5.5 hours. Oh, just guilty. Like, what? What do you think I was there for? Why do you think I could take it? Why do you think I could take it for so long?
Gay!
So, okay, let's go. Because that's,
You can objectively look and see the detractors aren't the monsters that...
They're not the monsters, really?
Just trying to make sure there's enough scream to go around.
I think our combination of you being prepared with really good questions and me just like soaking in what was happening and just calling it as I see it, You
knew just enough. You knew just enough to where you could say like, well, that's not right. And I knew way too much.
There you go. I knew way too much. No, you didn't know. Craig, you didn't know. All you knew was what people had said about me. Now, you have evidence, just what they said about me and all their circumstantial bullshit. You didn't know anything. That's the problem. He went in to this interview, I know everything. So now we're going to ask, and hopefully we get the confession. Instead of, I'm going in, here's what I heard from this side. I actually did research on this side, and now we're going to meet in the middle, and we're going to have the interview.
What the f does that mean?
It was 1,000,000%. I listened only to the detractor side, and then asked me about one documentary, and that was it. Continue.
Did yesterday. Absolutely. The Pounder says, does it cost $5K a month for each?
So here we go. This stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
Does not. No. I was. Gamer 2 says.
Oh, here we go. I'm toxic on my own streams. I ban anyone who brings evidence that contradicts his narrative. He lied about literally everything yesterday. There you go. Look at all that. Look at all that corroborating evidence of that statement. But they're going to keep reading it, right? Anything that's associated with money, they're going to read.
Thank you so
much.
What
does this mean? Phil looks like he's going through puberty backwards.
Yes, you are.
No,
yes,
I'm not. And sweating like nuts. I didn't sweat once. I literally didn't sweat at all. But do you see they're reading everything? Just read everything so that we can make fun of Phil.
Again! Super chats have been amazing. We will definitely take a look at them.
This is literally the Phil shit show.
Good job, Craig and Adam.
Shit on Phil the entire show.
Like he was going through puberty backwards.
I didn't sweat. I wasn't sweating at all. Frankly, it was nice and cool yesterday. Today, it was hot in this office. But yesterday, I wasn't sweating, and I was in here for 5.5 hours, right? It was supposed to be me being a guest on their show. It wasn't supposed to be an interview to begin with. I was doing them a favor. I want to set the record straight on this stuff publicly.
I think he desperately wants to be relevant and desperately wants to be successful and just does not know how to do it properly.
Despite the fact that I literally said on the show, I have no aspirations to be a big YouTuber. I have no aspirations to be successful. I'm successful. I'm successful. I'm successful. I'm successful on YouTube. I'm successful. The reason I'm successful is that's why I'm still successful. I literally said this on the show, and he thinks the opposite. Well, maybe if you would take that fucking hat off and take the cotton out of your ears, you hear what I actually said in your own interview.
That was pathetic.
If you've done the amount of shit that he's done without being honest and holding yourself accountable, he's never going to be able to shed that stigma that he has.
How was I never honest or held myself accountable? Did you not see me react to my own Down the Rabbit Hole, react to the John Rambo and Howard video from last year, and literally fess up to so many mistakes that I have made, right? Like, what are you talking of? You're talking about, here's what he's talking about. WWE champions. Like, literally, that's what he's talking about. That's it. It's like they took one issue out of the entire history of everything. They took one fucking thing, right? They took one joke from a stream last summer. It's a joke that's completely out of context to my normal content. I don't usually joke like that. You know, I'm doing commentary on this game, and I'm doing my usual style of improv commentary. I feel like what that was was a momentary lapse, and it's the same style of commentary that I've done over the years. It's not any different. It's no, it's different because I've changed now from anything else that I've done. All right, everyone knows that I try to do all kinds of things on the cuff. Jokes, dark humor. It was a joke that was misinterpreted by a lot of negative people being negatively saying it was a racist joke. Wasn't intended that way. It's still a dark joke. It's definitely still too dark. It's not in my normal style.
Yeah, it was definitely some dark humor.
It's just something I've always done. I agree with you. This is something that I've always done, and those jokes I don't really make anymore at all. You know, everyone has always enjoyed it, okay? This is not the norm on my streams. People
Yes,
see
it
out
is!
of context. I am actively trying to change. You're out of your fucking minds. Well, that's him every stream then. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Right? What do you speak? What? None of what they're saying makes sense. It's like they weren't paying any attention.
It's impossible. Right now, unless he owns up to it, it'll never happen.
Own up to what? To the one thing? You're literally harping on one fucking thing. You ignored everything else.
Because everyone will always hold that against him. And, you know, he just wants to, like, pretend like all of it, oh no, it's all in my past. Like, let me just start fresh. And it's never going to happen, dude. You can't start fresh because the internet is forever. And all your shit's on the internet.
Yeah, but so because people have done things in the past that are bad, you can never forgive them and never believe that they ever got better. That's what he's saying. Wow, you're an awesome person, Adam. Like, really. Let me make sure to not look at your past and find anything you've ever done, man. Holy shit. No one drudge up his past, right? Like, what are you talking about? You're not supposed to fucking ever improve and be better from your past, according to this guy. You can never, ever, like, wow. That's interesting.
Own your shit. It's just going to keep piling on you.
Right. I think the closest he was going to get would have been after the show.
Yesterday.
Right.
This was the closest he ever had to finally resetting, and he chose not to confirm with you, Craig, and he chose to fucking talk shit on Keemstar after the show. And it's like, bro, what the?
Because Keemstar's a piece of shit. I respect you immensely. Damn, I'm impressed. We said we were going to do it on the show. That doesn't mean shit. Keemstar is a piece of shit. No one likes him. Keem, you are a great businessman. Everyone knows that. All right? People deal with Keemstar because they want clout or they want money. All right? That's why. I can say whatever I want about him. I respect you immensely. I talked shit. He talks shit about me too. Way more than I've ever talked shit about him. You're out of your mind. I'm supposed to kiss his butt? Damn, I'm impressed. Because I was happy. I want nothing to do with the guy. I already said this multiple times. I want absolutely nothing to do with that man at all. Like I said, if I ever had a business arrangement with Keemstar, he would literally try to control me for the rest of my life. He would literally like a puppeteer with strings. He's like, well, I helped fill out that one time, so now he's beholden to me for the rest of the life, right? That's the kind of guy he is. He's ultra controlling. Why do you think when he tried to control me with getting me to do this show, and I would not play by his rules, right? I would not just do exactly what he wanted, right? Drop my entire stream to answer the phone for him when I didn't even know it was him, correct? He's so upset. Because he wants to be in control of everything at all times. Why in the fuck would I ever want to go be in business with someone like that? Why do they like him so much? Are you stupid? Have you not done any kind of research on this man on the internet that's factual? And that's the difference. They'll say, oh, Keemstar and Phil are the same. They both get to hate. No. The things Keemstar has done are well publicly documented, and they're not circumstantial evidence. He fucking talked shit about mental illness to people like, people like Etika and what happened there. He's falsely accused people on the internet. Keem, you are someone who, when you look at your history on the internet, it's very interesting. And I'm actually, damn, I'm impressed with what you've done. And he literally, factually proven he's orchestrated events, dramatic events that weren't real to get stuff, popularity for his content. It's factually proven. The stuff you're accusing me of is not factually proven. It's bullshit. Bullshit. There's a difference. Hated for bullshit, hated for facts. It's not rocket science unless you like the guy because you want to kiss his butt because you like riding on the clout that you have having him on your show. Let's be honest here.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, I know we got some more. I got more to say. I'm just...
Say, just so you know, Flash will be...
The funny part, again, is that none of this was said when I was there. Do you understand?
I'm sorry. You sound like the abusive ex-boyfriend.
Why do you say this behind my back? right? Why is this said? Where I was there. I was fucking there. If you have things to say to me, say it to my face.
Like, do you hear yourself right now?
Why did you wait till the next day? You know? It doesn't make any sense at all. None. Except we wanted to profit.
Super chats have been amazing. We will definitely take a look at them in a private Discord. Yeah, that viewer actually came in yesterday and last night when I was talking about this a little bit, and that was actually I was actually going to bring them up during the stream, but just didn't have an opportunity. So
Craig is aware of
it.
Real talk.
And Adam's aware of like 90% of all of this stuff.
I know way
This is
too
just
much
nothing.
about film. Way too much.
This is just, it's again, they took every super chat, read it out, and just, yes, it's all true, 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 yes, it's all true. That's not professional. I'm not there. I'm not there. You had me on the show.
And streaming, they can't finish it. Like a show that goes like horribly wrong after what, like 6 seasons, but you have to keep watching because you want to know how it ends.
I think it's more like I think it's more like why Jersey.
Anyway, no one's watching me because it's like Jersey Shore, you fucking moron. Good lord.
Congrats on that home ownership, dude. Way to go.
Sounds smart.
But you'd probably watch Jersey Shore. It's probably your favorite show.
Actually, yeah, smart.
Get a good ROI on your house for sure. All right, let's see. I think we got a few more. And I'm still, golly.
They're never gonna end. This is their whole show. Is just reading negative super chats about me.
Rise FN says Adam.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Just keep going. Let me just, for the sake of it, let me fast forward a bit. Let's go like 20 minutes forward and let's see what they're talking about. Okay.
Inner peace or whatever, you know.
Right. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Me too. Yeah, I hope so.
Here we go.
Darkseid Afloat
This
says,
is 20 minutes later. It continues, right? 20 minutes later, this is the whole show. The whole show is just about me.
Start fresh if you don't hold your. It's impossible to start fresh if you don't hold yourself accountable in any way. Congrats for the great work, Isaac.
I'm gonna skip ahead even further. Here we go.
Well, and he has such a high view of himself. You know, I said it to him, illusion of grandeur, man. Like you really think that you're this freaking king on this pedestal that everyone needs to worship you. And give
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, you are.
No,
Yes,
I'm
you
not.
are.
I'm a king on a pedestal that needs to be worshipped. We explained what the King of Hate moniker meant, right? We did. We actually went through it on the show. That has nothing to do with anything like that whatsoever, right? I said I'm a small-time guy. I'm a flawed. Everything I said on the show was to explain that I have absolutely no big thoughts or aspirations about myself or my content. You want to get me to level 2? You want me to be like you? You want me to stoop to your level? How do you not understand that we can aspire to be better? But you see, it's a giant king and everyone should kiss his butt. Yes, you're right. That's why I take it every opportunity to always be on top of everything, right? I totally don't. Wow. If you want to talk about people who unprepared, this guy knows absolutely nothing about me whatsoever. Zero besides the hate that's come in. That's what he hears. He knows nothing about me or my content whatsoever.
You had it really well for a long time because there was no competition. You got into YouTube
This is correct,
early, man. Like good shit, but you didn't continue to evolve with the internet.
This is all correct.
You stayed stagnant, like thinking that you were worth people's attention.
Correct. I've talked about all this publicly in the Down the Rabbit Hole and other places. 100% correct. I've admitted to this.
And you weren't.
Correct.
You have to adjust and cater to your audience, and he didn't.
Correct.
His audience slowly grew in the wrong direction by people making fun of him, and instead of owning it and using it like Keem talked about, that's what he does. He's like, I got the most detractors, and I use them. They're my fans. They make me more money because of the hate. And
But he makes shit content that's harmful to others. That's how he got over. Keem, you are a great businessman. Everyone knows that. I respect you immensely. Damn, I'm impressed. He doesn't make gameplay videos, Adam. He doesn't interact with his audience in a nice, positive way. He's a jerk. Shut the fuck up about the fucking bubbles before I take away the bubbles forever. People being little bitches in the chat. I'm trying to learn how to play a fucking game. Shut the fuck up and act older than 5 fucking years old about the goddamn bubble. You fucking idiot. He hurts people to make money. Everything he does is deriding others, making fun of others, bringing others down, and then making money off of it. He's like, he has a giant chessboard of what he considers the world of lolcows, right? Or anyone who's having a problem, and he moves the pieces around the chessboard, and he watches money fly off the chessboard into his pockets. That's how he made his money. Tell me, and again, what I said is the difference between me and Keem, I've never hurt anyone with my content. Who did I hurt by making a bad Let's Play? Who did I hurt, right? With this stuff? Nothing. This guy's constantly hurting people. I respect you immensely.
And it was just like, he just got worse and worse and worse. It's just like, bro, it's so obvious, like, but he can't see it.
What are you talking? What? No,
Yes,
I'm
you
not.
are.
What? Dude, this guy is a fucking dunce. He did nothing. He literally didn't do any research at all. Like, what are you talking about? I outright admitted it. We've outright talked about it on streams in React events. You fucking tremendous black hole of emptiness in your brain.
Holy cringe. That's a fact. That was ridiculous.
It's documented that I fucking talked about it. Why is no one countering? No, actually, fair enough, he did say this because no one did the research. No one here did the research. It was just, we only listened to what the detractors said. And according to the detractors, he never grew, he never admitted, nothing. They only listened to the detractors. What a bunch of fucking idiots.
You got a point, and I think what King
Wow.
was right too. It's one of them things. Like, I think if he would have owned up to his mistakes as they happened, as they came along, it would have been way different.
Correct.
But instead, he got to a point where he denied, and it's so much now. It's just a mountain.
Well, it depends. Cause I out of all these people, I think Travis is the most, I hate to say it, the guy who thinks the best about this shit. And he probably, you know what I mean? Like, what he's saying kind of makes sense, except yes and no, because yeah, he's absolutely right. When I made mistakes and things went wrong, I was always like a pig-headed idiot, and I wouldn't admit that I did anything wrong. That was old Phil.
You sound like the abusive ex-boyfriend.
Today, with, you know, you guys call me out on stuff, and I'll all the time. So, you know, you're right, let's change it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Genesis Gaming says game is too low. What do you mean by that? Why are we cheesing the boss? This is not cheesing. What do you mean you can't hear me? Yes, you can hear me. You're so full of it. Travis, I think, out of all these people, is the voice of reason a lot of the time. Craig is just kind of the host, but he's kind of like the figurehead. But when you listen to all of them talk, Travis has some good takes, in my opinion. We're not watching this whole show. This is 2.5 hours of just ragging on me. I can't watch 2.5 hours of this shit. But I think I'm proving my point here, no? How unfair this was. And whenever do I say today I'm big or I'm popular or I'm you know what? Never. Why do they say you have delusions of grandeur when you brought up being the most prolific content creator when you literally are? Because Adam doesn't know that. He didn't do the research. Never. He doesn't know that I put out that many videos. Just look. Never at all. It's completely the opposite. DSP Gaming has 60,000. Darkside Phil has like 10,000. My vlogging channel has like 20,000. Just between there, you're almost at the 100. And I have all these other channels too.
I'm a piece of sand in this giant, vast ocean. Right.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's important to understand and be humbled at a point. And that happened to me. And I don't think that's happened to Phil.
What are you talking about? Oh my, again, they watched nothing. They literally watched nothing. They've watched no content of mine. Anything within the last few years, they only watched detractor highlights. There's no way they could say shit like this and actually watched my content. It's not possible. It's just not possible.
And I want to watch this so we all understand what's going on here.
All right, boys, prepare the slave trade. And they're supposed to be objective interviewers. They watched nothing. They did not. They did all the negative research and none of the positive. Again, did they ask a certain person, any one person who's a fan of my content, what do you like about Phil? What, you know, what's the positives about him? Why do you watch him if he has all this hate again? They didn't do that. They fucking just went and watched every detract. They talked to, it's a Gundam. Yeah, you're really going to get an intelligent discussion out of that guy, I'm sure. Wow. What? They're literally every word they're saying is wrong right now.
And I hope that yesterday was an opportunity for him, but I don't think he's going to take that.
It was an opportunity, but he's so stubborn that he probably is sitting there thinking that we fucked him over. Like, we totally fucked him.
No, the
When
interview
it's
didn't
like,
fuck me.
"Nah,
This
dude."
is what fucked me. Right here. This is what fucked me, you idiot. Not the interview. The interview was fine. The interview was exactly as I expected it to go.
Like, do you hear yourself right now?
But the day when you decided I'm just going to do a second profitable stream shitting on the guy that's not there to stick up for himself, that's where you fucked me over.
We were giving you the realest opportunity you have ever had to win back your audience.
Again, how? By saying I did something I didn't do. You came into the interview 100% believing I was guilty. That's not an interview. It's not a legit interview. You fucked up. You told me one thing. I came in with the notion of what you told me. You completely lied to me. You just proved it with that statement. Well, yesterday was that we gave him that opportunity. You can't give someone an opportunity unless you already think they're guilty. You see what I'm saying? Like, you fucked up horribly with this interview. You don't understand that now all of your integrity is gone. Anyone who goes on your show, anything for an interview like this could never trust you ever again. You're really, like, thank God I didn't send them anything. Really, like, what the fuck?
To actually evolve and level up. But he
Level
didn't do
up?
it because he's so stubborn.
Oh my God.
Dude, all right. Well, there it is.
What Floor says, it was a train wreck. that
Same
keeps-
thing. Here we go. Let's skip ahead again. Right? All right, let's try here.
It's expenses. He doesn't keep track of them. He's got them written down.
I got them all written right here. Trav, you know the funny thing is there, you know that paper was just blank. It was blank.
Sure.
The paper right here with all my expenses written on it. Right here, motherfucker. Right here. The paper with writing all over it. Here. Ready? It's literally still at my fucking desk, you idiot. God, these people, again, you want to talk about disingenuous.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
They didn't believe a word I said. Here, let me, I just want to make sure that I don't have personal accounts on here. Right? I'm trying to think, like, how could, because I don't want you to see what accounts I have, right? Obviously. Can I show you this paper? Not really. Right off the bat, there's like 2 accounts that are personal accounts, you know, you guys should know about. Fuck. Because I wish I could have folded it. Yeah. Already, look, because all my utility companies' names are on here and everything.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Maybe I have to fold it a certain way. Not that I should have to do this, right? Here, maybe if I do a crazy folding job, right? And this is really stupid. But just to show how dumb they are, okay? I'm literally just going to show you one tiny part. Alright? One tiny part of it. Yeah. You know, I could cut it up, maybe. Again, I'm trying to show you without... Again, so Phil wants to prove what he's saying is true. But even just to show you this paper has personal shit on it that can expose... You understand what I'm saying now about proving innocence? Like, literally, I'm like, right here. Well, here's a utility company. You can't show you the name of the company. Right? Here's, you know, here's this. Here's the account. I can't show you. If you see this, you're gonna... Fucking people will do shit. You know?
You sound insane.
Literally, because I wrote all the names. Instead of putting, like, garbage removal, I put the name of the company. I can't show you that. Nor was it not something that I had already planned. Sucks. But this is the fucking paper right here with all of it on it. But I think you understand the point.
You sound insane.
Even that. I was going to read it off one by one. Like, the only thing I can show is website charge and mortgage.
By mortgage and
not
like
a business
cat
expense.
Is the only thing on here that I could show you that doesn't have anything on there that you should know about, right? Yeah. Taking a look. Jesus. Because everything else puts me in exposure, right?
Oh, well, isn't that convenient?
Like, even if I fold it this way, right? Like this, and fucking like this. Right? Like this. It's like origami. I have to fold it 400 times to even show anything that can be shown. Right? Here. I'm going to try this. Just to show that I'm not full of shit. Right? So, what is that? What is that account? Okay, that's okay, I guess. That's okay. What is that? Hulu. You can see Hulu.
Not a business expense.
All right. So here we go. All right. So just to, I'll pre-read it. It's the website that I have, my website, dspgaming.com, the mortgage payment.
Not a business expense.
My phone bill, which I'm going to cover.
Not a business expense.
The name of the company and my car insurance.
Not a business expense.
Okay? Oh, you can't. Oh, there you go. Can you kind of see the writing? Oh my God, you can't see it. The camera won't even adjust. Yeah. Fuck. Well, you can't see it. You saw writing. You see writing. Okay, you can see writing. You see I'm not full of it. There's fucking writing on the paper right there. I can't. The camera won't do it.
Got him! Got him!
But there you go. That's literally every month. Paper. My expenses. That I'm going to read to them. And the point they're making, all right? Here's the point they're making, because we can address this, all right? I know, you can't see shit. I wasn't going to prove nothing. The point they're making is, you know, they asked, what are $5,000 a month in business expenses? I don't even know where that comes from, because I don't know what they're talking about. You understand? Like, I don't get it. I don't even know what they're talking about.
I'm referring to his initial bankruptcy filing.
For his business?
All right? I don't, you know, I have no clue what they're speaking of. Because I don't know if that's from the bankruptcy report, if that's a tax return, if that's data that was taken from a tax return and transferred to a bankruptcy report. I don't know what that entails, because I don't know what's considered business income one way or another for taxes versus, you know, bankruptcy report. I have no clue. I'm not a legal expert on this shit. I would never be able to answer that question for anyone.
Ooh, how convenient.
Yeah, like I can't, I don't have that. I don't know. I would assume, this is my assuming, that data includes anything that's considered associated with the business or not. I don't know. Again, I can, without going through it, because I'm not going to go through all of it anyway. That would be exposure to talk about all that stuff, I feel. Okay. A couple things that no one knows. I guess I have to. I didn't want to do this. I really don't want to do this, but, you know, again.
Phil, you do what you're comfortable with, man. I think that's the biggest thing is.
I really don't want to. Let me go put the paper away. I'm going to tell you. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
All right. I don't want to talk about shit, but I have to. It sucks.
Well,
I'm sorry I'm getting emotional now thinking of, you know, but I've been involved in a few different, you know, legal things over the years. I've been involved with medical issues, my own health and my wife's.
Not a business expense.
Make fun of me. Put the brunt on me. It's one of my biggest regrets as a content creator. I never meant for anyone to get hurt doing this. Never. I feel awful that my wife every day is feeling awful about things going on. Like, why are they saying these things about her? Why am I expected to know that? That information on that bankruptcy report is not supposed to be something that's supposed to be public. You know what I mean? No one goes into that shit. You know, like I said, that was the most ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous bankruptcy ever. Oh, Stuttering Craig wrote me an email. That's nice. Craig, apparently right now you're ripping us a new asshole. What do you think I was going to do? Do you think I was going to be happy of what you did today? Your actions are heinous, dude. You literally came at the interview completely unfairly. By the way, you guys have been great. You've been great interviewers. You've been completely fair with me. You've given me, thank you. You guys have been the fairest shake I've ever gotten on the internet right now. You didn't approach it objectively. You admitted it in your email to me. All you did was sit and listen to detractors. Then you sat and took money from detractors.
Super chats have been amazing. You'll definitely take a look at them.
You literally are happy, right? You are happy. Very happy that you got this. Don't lie now. Come on. I mean, seriously, dude. You're so excited that this has happened for you, right? Anyway. Yes, the paper was blank.
Tickle Bruno came in with the $55.
See? So keep reading the negative stuff because he keeps doing it, right?
Great job the interview. You really brought up a good point about DSP's mental health. I think we're dealing with someone that's a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Normal thought process goes from A to B to C. Instead, his process goes from G to hey to blue to hey Macarena. I think he needs to get help first before he tries to fix relationships around him. There's only so much someone can take before it sends them to a dark place. Hopefully, he finds clarity.
If it were true that my mental health was bad, right? Why do you think that is, Craig? Maybe it's because when I have an opportunity that I actually think I'm going to be treated nicely or fairly, I still don't get treated nicely or fairly, right? Again, there was nothing wrong with the interview. If you had left it at that interview, and that was the end all be all of it, and that was it, that's it, you right? It would have been done, and it would have been over with. Instead, you did this. This is completely underhanded, dishonest, shooting gallery, attack Phil, take money to shit on him constantly. This is wrong, what you're doing here.
Personally, and I know everybody here wants what's best for him as a human.
So what are you doing? So what's best for me is to sit here for 2.5 hours and take payments from my detractors and literally regurgitate the negative memes about me. This is the best thing for me? This is what's best for you, bro. Let's be honest here. This whole thing was all about you. You reached out for a fun guest on your show. Why won't someone interview me? I want someone to interview me. You hit the gold mine with the amount of drama, and you capitalized on it. You've banked on it, right? Or else this would have been Mario Kart, Craig. This was Mario Kart. See the four of you playing Mario Kart right now? Isn't this a great stream that you planned on? No. No, you literally are capitalizing on the pain of others. 1,000,000%. It's fucked up, dude.
I want Phil to be in a good place. And I think that's the hardest thing about it is like, how do you say that to somebody? Be like, dude, listen.
All right.
Tell you what, I'm literally 45 minutes behind on the super chats. I want to give you, Adam, an opportunity, and we will read all these super chats, all direct donations. We'll read.
Here we go. Adam's gonna go off. This will be hilarious.
Adam, the opportunity to kind of say what you wanted to say, your overall thoughts about the interview, because you're the one person that we haven't really heard from after yesterday, and I think you're the person people probably want to hear from most.
Please listen to Adam's rant.
I don't even know how to start to really give my thoughts on it. I'm almost. That's fine.
No, I did not pre-watch this. I don't know what he's about to say.
I'm going to scroll the super chats on the bottom so they get acknowledged while you're talking, and just know that we see them and we're reading them and we acknowledge them and we thank you. So the floor is yours, though, Adam. So.
Okay, so I've traveled around a lot in the world. I've met a lot of people in my life, a lot of people that use and lie to get ahead. And it feels like that's kind of the world we live in right now. People don't want to work hard for easy living. People want the easy path to easy living.
I've definitely had the easiest path to an easy living, guys. Let me tell you, this has been the easiest, least bumpy ride. I've had no hurdles and no problems. It's just been an easy street all along the way. Right.
And life is a challenge. You have to work to be successful. The most successful people work their ass off to become successful. And I feel like most of these internet personalities, they try to get the easy path. And a lot of the people that are successful in this world work their ass off. Like, say what you will about Tim Pool, that dude works his fucking ass off and deserves the success that he's made, right? I mean, it doesn't matter what happened between him and I. That's irrelevant. Like, he works his ass off, is very knowledgeable about what he does, and he earned his success. That's
how does this have to do with me?
Right? Someone like DSP, he just wants that success without any of the hard work.
I want all that success without any of the hard work. I haven't worked hard.
I'm not going to sit here and lie and say my job is hard work.
I'm one of the most, I won't say I'm the most, I'm one of the most prolific gaming content creators in history. And whenever do I say today I'm big or I'm popular or I'm you know what, never at all. Over 100,000 videos, 15 years of almost every day full-time putting out gameplay videos.
There's that illusions of grandeur.
No, I don't care. I'm not saying it's good content.
Really.
This guy has absolutely, positively no knowledge of me whatsoever. Zero. And they're giving him an avenue to just spout nonsense. He literally knows nothing about me. I lost friendships and relationships because I was addicted to work. I was addicted to putting out so many videos in a day, right? The reason why I actually got the popularity I did early was because I was the guy who was beating games so fast and immediately getting those playthroughs out within 2-3 days. Like, what are you speaking of? You have absolutely no concept of anything. You went into the interview with zero knowledge and you walked out with all the negative associations. All you listened to were the bad things about me. What you're saying is factually disproven, but you don't care.
Or he thinks that he's working hard. I work 6 days a week from he tried to lay out this whole thing that he works all day and 12 hours. He only gets an hour with his wife. Like, bro, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
You should spend more time with your wife.
You're right.
Spend more time doing other things.
You're right.
And then
I want
making
to.
yourself right. I turned into a fucking therapist yesterday, and like, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a logical based person that I'm a straight shooter. I call it as I see it. I said it yesterday. My friends call me honest asshole because I'm always honest with them, but they appreciate that with me because I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you're doing some shit that I think is stupid, I'm gonna call you out on it. I'm gonna tell you, like, you're being a fucking idiot. Be smart with your money. Stop.
Again, I had no issue with the interview. The interview was fine. When I got out of that interview, I defended these guys and said I thought the interview was fine. This segment, this whole show is fucked up and wrong.
$1 on a freaking mobile game, $1 is too much. If you can't afford to fucking eat or pay your rent,
No shit.
or pay
Correct.
fucking electricity bills, what the fuck are you wasting money?
I'm not spending $1 on it when I can't pay my bills. What are you talking about? Where's the evidence of that? Right? When did I ever say this? The question they had asked me was, "What did you spend on games this month?" I said, like, probably $15. You know, and they said, and I said, and it wasn't even on WWE Champions. It was on the new, the new Street Fighter game. I did like those daily $1 or whatever, right? This month, this didn't happen. I have no money. Like, what are you talking about, right?
You shouldn't. Spend a cent. So it's like, even that he even admitted that he's spending any amount of money on that shit was too much. It's like, come on, dude. Be smart about your money. It was so clear throughout yesterday that he's a fucking idiot when it comes to spending money. Yeah, I said it, Phil. I'm not.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm just being brutally
Say
honest.
what you want about
Honest
that.
asshole, all right, you get what you get when you're talking to me. All right, you came and clearly, fuck, that was a bad pun too. Jeez. You know what I mean? Like, you came on our show, and things happened, right? So
don't care about
it's
what
very
happened on the
clear
show.
You're hiding something, and people are making really good points that you're probably scared you're going to get in trouble from going through that bankruptcy. You said yesterday the bankruptcy saved you. Like, everything was going to be good from now on. Twitch was paying you well, and these fucking assholes ruined your shit on Twitch because you say racist shit. And it's like, all right, you do. Like, all right.
No, that's not what happened at all. I didn't get banned from Twitch because I say racist shit. Twitch terminated the agreement following its investigation of repeated instances of inappropriate conduct involving hateful slurs. I never said racist shit on Twitch. It never happened. They banned me for things that happened a decade ago.
Stop lying.
Completely out of context. It's like something you did from your past when you were young and you were an immature idiot. And by the way, it was allowed back then. And now you're getting banned from things today for it. Like, what are you talking about? When do I say this stuff constantly? What are you this guy has no idea what he's speaking of. None. I just wanted to hear what he had to say, and he doesn't have much to say. It's all lack of knowledge, talking out of the ass, don't even know what I'm talking about. Same shit detractors say, because that's all he had. The knowledge he has is what the detractors told him. He hasn't watched content. He doesn't know anything about me. It's pretty sad, actually.
That shit is crazy. But that's who's working at Twitch now. So what, are you surprised that your whole Twitch career just got flopped because some people called you out for making some racist jokes?
I was on Twitch for 4.5 years. And then it happened. It wasn't like I started on Twitch and I got banned. I was on there for 4.5 years, and I never did a damn thing on there to get banned. And then they removed me from the partner program. How do you know the difference? Don't you understand the difference? It was a concerted effort. How is it that it also happened at Twitch and other places all at the same time? I told him this on the show, but they don't listen. God.
Fine.
Gosh, idiot.
Make some racist jokes. Do it. Be you. Don't fucking try to act like you've changed. Own who you are.
I don't make racist
don't be a
jokes, you
fucking
idiot.
bitch.
I don't use hateful slurs. I never have. I never will. Probably on 2 hands, you can count the amount of times that you can say I said something hateful in a slur fashion.
Fucking be the person you want to be and fucking own it. Find a platform that's going to allow you to be that person. All right? I gave you 2 great ideas for a show, right? This is how you don't game. Use it to your
way too old for too late for that. That would have worked when the This Is How You Don't Play movement started, you know, a decade ago. That definitely would have worked. But then I admit 100% I was stupid. I was absolutely dumb and did not capitalize on it like I should have. Instead, I got angry. That is my fault. But again, I've already publicly admitted this. He doesn't know that because he didn't do any research.
Advantage. Own who you are, all right? Put that fucking box of tissues behind you because you did wank on screen, all right? Fucking own it.
I did. You probably don't realize how insensitive and hurtful that can actually be to people. To me, personally, probably no. But to my wife and others, yeah. My wife hates it when people bring that moment up, and she actually gets very sad and upset if it gets brought up on my streams to any kind of lengthy discussion. You know, she's actually cried a few times when she's watching one of my streams, and people won't stop bringing that shit up.
You're never gonna catch me fucking pulling my dick out live because I'm not a fucking idiot. All right? You made the mistake. You were.
This is hilarious because you know this guy done dumb shit. Probably not that bad, but he's probably done some really dumb shit. Like, you gotta really think, like, what are you doing? You're just setting yourself up for the fall, dude. Because everyone who said shit about shit like this to me, then they get exposed years later. It's not me that does it, but then they get exposed years later. It's way worse. Remember Pro Jared? Remember when he tweeted about me for no good reason? What happened to him? I mean, dude, you can't be fucking saying shit like that. That was just dumb.
Own it. All right? I'm sick of people that are just like, I'm a victim. I'm a victim. Yes, being a victim happened. Your subscribers, the people that support you, you know what? I have no respect for people who take advantage of the people who support them. I love my chat. My chat.
And I love my chat. I'm supposed to learn how to play this fucking game with these fucking idiots acting like this in the chat. That's why I come to stream every day. To have nice personal conversations with the people who I spend time with all day long, right?
Reason why I'm successful and I'm able to sit in my house and talk about my opinions on live online.
Me too.
It's not that hard of a job. It's fun. I fucking love it.
Me too.
I get to play video games and people watch me and pay me play video games.
Correct.
You get to do the same. You lucky fucking asshole.
You're right.
How dare you fucking bitch about it?
Who's bitching about it? I lost friendships and relationships. I've had no hurdles and no problems. It's just been easy street all along the way. Right. I'm not bitching about the content I put out. I'm bitching about all the shit around it that I have nothing to do with. That's what I'm bitching about. All the nonsense that people have made up about me. Right? Who's complaining about? I love my job. I love the games I play. I love my audience. What are you speaking of?
All right? I'm sick of it. Stop being a fucking victim.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not a victim. I outright said on your show, no one should be contributing to me because they feel bad because people are hating on me. No one. I don't want no pity party on the internet. If you're supporting me, support me because you like my content and you like me. That's it. I don't want people coming in. We don't have pity party streams and shit. We don't. So what are you talking about? You're lecturing the wrong person.
Your shit. All right, I'm done.
You lectured the wrong person. Literally every point you made was wrong. Congratulations,
that's
Adam.
Okay.
Adam,
Good.
with the most uninformed rant of the year award. Yes, Adam. So everyone, applaud this man. Most uninformed man I've ever heard talk about me. Actually, like my detractors intentionally are uninformed and say wrong things. This man just made no effort to be informed whatsoever before he went off. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I don't think I've ever really seen someone as misinformed about me and then actually pretend like they knew what they were talking about. Right? Wow. But again, doing it on the show that I'm not on, so I can't counter it. That's pretty impressively amazing, isn't it?
Get it out. Get it out. I love it. I love it. Like, I think that at the end of the day, look, there are common themes on this show, right? Common sense and responsibility, right? Those have been a common theme from the start, and everything you said rings true with those. Like, we are so freaking lucky to be able to do that.
Correct.
Dude.
We all are. Anyone
So
making
fucking-
content on the internet is insanely lucky. I've said this a million times. The only reason I'm popular is because I started when I did. If I had started later, I never would have had absolutely anyone at all who, you know, would have watched me.
Lucky.
Right?
I love my life. I love doing what I do.
This guy sounds just like me, what he's saying, which proves he never watched me if he thinks that we're different. We're literally like kindred spirits in this regard with how much we love what we do. But he just wants to insult me because everyone else says I'm a shithead. Good job,
my
Adam.
Fucking house. I love my house, and it's all thanks to you guys. Like
This sounds exactly like me every day.
all around the globe. I got people all in different countries that are like, man, you're fucking great. Thank you for doing what you do. Shout out from Panama. Shout out from Ireland. Shout out from fucking wherever. And it's like, this is fucking awesome. Like, I got people all around the globe trying to support me, and it's like, I will never look at them like a dollar sign. I've
Correct,
met
and I
people
don't
that
either.
do that.
Right.
And I have zero respect for it. There's many people in this circle that do that, and it's like, man, as soon as you do that, the audience knows.
Mm-hmm. That's why I need to change for the better. I need to stop with the e-begging shit. I know that. I'm trying my best. That's why when I fall back on my old ways and when I have my fans emailing me and shit and saying, dude, what are you doing? I appreciate that. And it's happened recently, and it really pisses me off. It does. You know what I mean? It really pisses me off that I do it. And I got to get better at it because I'm in a situation, unlike him, who probably, you know, he's not financially tight. I am incredibly financially tight because of all the shit I've been through over the years. That's something I absolutely need to get better. I don't see my viewers as dollar signs. I don't say, oh, time to turn on that stream and let the dough start rolling. It's like, no, I really did not like tonight's stream. And in addition to that, as you guys can see, I stayed extra late for you guys, and basically it amounted to nothing. No one's really supported, which pisses me off. It does. That I'm playing a game. Obviously, it's frustrating. A lot of people showed up to watch it because you saw how frustrating it was, and no one supported. Yeah, that does upset me. Okay? It would have been one thing if I'm staying late and people are laughing, having a good time, and a few people are at least supporting the stream, but no one did. And that really upsets me. I'm going to hope that tomorrow when I finish it, there will be some support. Because it is pissing me off that I just stayed extra late and I got nothing for it. I toughed it out for you guys tonight, and I got nothing out of it. But a bag of fucking frustration. And that pisses me off.
Who's bitching about it?
I want to turn on my stream and have fun, play a game, you know, have a conversation, do a fun podcast. That's what I want to do. And then the money comes along with that. But again, this is something I've reiterated a million times in my own content. This guy knows nothing about me. He's lecturing no one. He's literally lecturing the wall at this point, right?
Feel it. They could sense it when you don't give a shit about them anymore, and then you start guilting them. Like, dude, you can't guilt your audience. They're gonna support you if you're worth supporting, okay? And you cease being worthy of their support when you see them as dollar signs instead of people that live fucking lives. That's life. As I said, life is tough. All right, they're choosing to.
I'm not even gonna listen to the rest of it, dude. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He doesn't know me. I mean, it's so bad. Like, you're yelling at someone who agrees with you. It's like you walked into a church and you yelled out, "God is great." Yes, Adam. Anyway.
Like many skeptical detractors on Twitter, you guys shut me the F up and got me hat in hand. You guys crushed it. This is a great intro to side scrollers and want to see what's Echidna says DSP said he promised his wife he would quit mobile games, admitted he sank money into WWE, might cause a lot more trouble than just embarrassment.
What?
Well, that would actually make sense as why he can't let his username get out, because he said that it would harm his family if his username got out. It's like, that actually, so he could be being honest.
They're making new conspiracies up now. Oh my God. I got a headache. I got a fucking headache, dude. I got a serious headache. Yes, what I said, just to clarify, because now people want me to clarify on that statement, what I said was I stopped playing mobile games like I used to. I quit on all of them. I don't play mobile games anymore, but, all right, I don't play mobile games anymore.
Yes, you do.
Yes. I gave all those games up years ago. Like I said, Definitively, I gave up mobile gaming when Kat moved in with me. Remember, I admitted I used to play WWE Supercard, I used to play Dokkan Battle, I used to spend insane amounts of money on them. I know I admitted this. When I got with Kat, that was the end of that. When I got with Kat, that was it.
Do you currently still play WWE Champions?
Yes.
The entire
More
time,
important
that's kind of
things.
The entire point of the show. Lion Robot says, I was wrong. The side scrollers crushed it yesterday and also gave us one help.
All right, well, there's really nothing else to say. This is the whole thing, right? There's literally nothing else to address,
Demand they get
correct?
help, right? For sure. And I think that when you have any sort of family member or community member or even friend, you just, you can be harsh to them while spouting the truth.
Well, it's like the problem.
All right, because I got to start wrapping up with my own shit. My stream usually ends around this time. So, here's the deal. Because I need to come to a conclusion here, and I actually have something to say. All right? Here's how all this ends. It's this simple. Okay? Because I'm done with this now. All right? No, I'm not going to Duty Stream. Duty Stream can kiss my ass. Okay? Here's the deal. All right? Here's how we end it. You gave me, you promised me one thing, you gave me something else, right? I thought from what I was doing when I was sitting there that it actually was legit. It was not. It was 100% coming from the wrong direction. Only talk to detractors. By the way, you guys have been great. You've been great interviewers. You've been completely fair with me. You've given me, thank you. You guys have been the fairest shake I've ever gotten on the internet right now. Nor was it not something that I had already planned. It was really, really disingenuous what Craig and his people did there to me, okay? I'll be honest with you guys. Do you want to know the truth? This was all expected.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
100%. It was. Basically what I wanted to do, this is similar to last year, which we didn't talk about, which I said I wanted to talk about on that interview and they never brought it up. This is incredibly similar to the situation where I had car repairs last year and I wanted to test the waters. In the case of this interview, this was also a test. These guys were supposed to be neutral. They told me they were neutral. Like, that was the thing. That was Craig said, coming in from neutral perspective, fair interview. And that's definitely not what it was. The fairest shake I've ever gotten on the internet right now. But I believed them. I was like, let's give this a shot. Did I trust Craig? Yeah, probably about 98%, but I always had this inkling in the back of my head that this is what it was going to be. I did. I had this inkling in the back of my head. That's exactly what it ended up being. It ended up being, we're going to do an interview, but then immediately keep reading the super chats, right? So congratulations. Congratulations to Craig. You proved who you really are, along with your group there. Disingenuous. And it's messed up. It's pretty messed up.
Who's bitching about it?
All right? Not once, you did not go into that interview even thinking that I was going to be innocent at any moment. You actually went in with all the preconceived notions from the detractors, all right? So it's fucked up, and it is what it is, but you know what? You live and you learn, right? And this was a test for me. It really was. It was a test to see what would happen if I did something like this. It went pretty much the worst that you could expect, right? Let's be honest here. Pretty much. But that's to be expected when it comes to me. No one giving me a fair shake or anything, right?
I don't know what any of that means. But it sounds fucking retarded.
So, it's this simple. Moving forward, I have no aspirations to be in anyone's interview or anything like this about this shit. All right? At all. Zero. Because I don't know if I could trust anyone. If, these guys were supposed to be neutral. How could I possibly trust anyone moving forward? It's crazy to think how it turned out after the fact, right? But I don't know. How could you trust anyone? It just seems everyone out there is just, they want to use me to get a rise, to get popularity, right? That's 1,000,000% that's what this is. And I've had it. I'm not going to let other people use me in their shit like this. You want to make content about me, then, do it in your own content, your own streams or whatever. Crap on me nonstop. Profit, profit, profit is what it's all about, right? My misery is your benefit. I can't stop you from doing that. I can't. But after I give you 5.5 hours of my time, that's how you thank me?
Why won't someone interview me? I want someone to interview me.
I'm done with this. This is the end of it. I'm happy now. That because again, the bait was set for this to happen. It happened. So now I know. I will never get a fair shake. It's never going to happen. There will never be a fair shake for Dark Side Phil. People see too much in the possibility of benefiting from making fun of me, right? Than the offset of, oh, just do it fairly. So since the benefit outweighs the morality part of the equation, I won't put myself into the position of risk. You understand? There's no point. So I'm not going to do that any further. I'm just going to do my own content, and I'm going to have people on my show if they want to be, to have conversations, and that's it. Fair enough? Like, that's done. I'm just not going to do nothing else. I'm not wasting my time. This is it. This is the end-all, be-all. I address the nonsense. You come on my stream, you bring up nonsense, you're out of here, right? I'm just done with it. I'm not putting up with any of this bullshit anymore, okay? It's just, I can't. And by the way, I told you, I'm done with this. I'm not retorting to anything. I'm not responding to anything further. I'm done. Nothing's a big deal to me, man. It's just, I'm done with this nonsense. So Uzi Gohard did a super chat, says, I think you're messing up being confrontational. You had a chance to make connections. I think you blew it. Wait, dude, they interviewed me for 5.5 hours. I did exactly what they wanted, correct? And then they shat on me for 2.5 hours the next day. Well, how am I being confrontational? What are you talking about? They did this to me first. And then I reacted appropriately, defensively, saying, you're out of your minds doing this to me. How are you saying what are you talking about? To the best of my ability, I'm done with it. There's no point in bringing it up ever again. The experiment worked.
Get what you fucking deserve!
Oh, shit, I missed. Oh, shit. I missed that. I have no ammo. Fuck this game. I fired twice. You're out of ammo.